Hey, this is Jolene from the facepaintingforumshop.com, and I'm going to show you a rose crown design that you can use for little girls. I will add a little bit of eye makeup first. I'm going to use the Mikim Special White, and I'm also using a rose metallic paint. I'm going to go over the eyes and over my forehead with this to add a background color. I'm also going to move it above my brow because a lot of times you want a nice soft background, and that'll give it a nice blended soft background. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with a 3/4 inch brush, and I'm going to dip it all the way up to the ferrule in the water. Boop. And I'm going to, you saw me wipe it off, and then I'm going to come back in. I'm going to squirt twice on my cake and working it back and forth. If you feel like it's too wet, you can have a towel there and you can dab off, but this was perfect. It was loaded all the way to the ferrule. Okay, I am going to start working on my outer petals, and what you do is you're going to create a bunch of little wiggly strokes, but you're going to use the outside to move. Okay, and I'm going to take 2 petal strokes on the outside, and I'm going to reload just so I can have nice crisp white. And then I'm going to make the bottom stroke of the bud, and then I'm going to make the middle. I let the center petals dry before I started this. When you make petals, you're going to press down and pull, and as you're pulling in, you'll lift up the dark color to where it's not even touching. So you're going to press down, get right next to the bud, and pull in. You press down and pull in, press down and pull in, and you see I'm lifting the dark color off of the face and not even really pulling in with that. Okay, I am going to use a Flora number 2 and the light, the middle green and the dark green on, I think it's called Bright Leaf from Tag. And so I am just going to make just some quick little flicks, keeping the light color towards the top. I'm not great at one-stroke leaves, so usually this is what I do for quick leaves when I'm working in the field. Okay, I'm going to use a number 6 next, and I'm going to load it up with Tag White. This tag, since I can get a hold of it easier, is what I've been using the most. I like the rectangle container. It fits into my kit very well. I will circle around my eyes. I like going around my eyes like this. I think it brightens the design a lot and kind of finishes everything off. So I did some teardrops around. I'm going to come back in still with that number 6 and water the consistency down a little bit, and I'm going to make some baby's breath. And this fills the design, just like if you were doing flower arranging, you need a couple of little filler flowers. And so that's kind of what you need to think about when you're doing a floral design. The baby's breath, you just need to make sure you keep the base a little bit wider and then trail off as you go to the top into 1, maybe 2 dots as you get to the top. I'm going to add a couple of more dots, and then I'm going to come in and add a little short couple right there. Okay, I'm going to come in with the script liner, and I'm going to do a kind of a wiggly jiggly outline on the outside of these petals and the actual rose buds. I don't want to use something heavy like a number 6, and you can see I'm on the very tip of that brush, because I think it would be just a little too bold if you used one of the bigger brushes. And then I also do a little quick outline of the green leaves. As I outline, I pull up the center to create the veining in the leaf too. Okay, now I've got all that outlining done. I'm going to come back in and brighten that white of my teardrops up a little bit. If you have time and you notice they faded a little bit, which sometimes happens, you can go back in. Sometimes we don't have the time to do that, so that's fine. I'm going to come in with gold Susie Sparkles glitter gel. I really love adding glitter gel now that I'm used to using it. I'm reasonably fast in the at a gig with it, so it adds a lot of sparkle, and boy, you are just need to be ready for the wows. You add a little bit of glitter gel and everybody is very impressed. I'll add it to the entire outside of the design, and then I'll also add it to the interior where I would put highlights. You can either use gold or silver. I've used both, and both are pretty over this floral design. But I'm going to come back in with some holographic glitter, the chunky glitter, and I'm going to actually mix the two. So I'm going to have the gold glitter gel, and then I'm going to have the holographic silver. Okay, I'm going to use a little lollipop sponge, and I will moisten it, and that will grab the glitter without me having to get it all over my fingers. A lot of times on little girls, I add blush with a little bit of pink pressed powder, and then I will just dab that glitter all around the design. And so no glitter all over my fingers, doesn't get everywhere. Usually it stays, right where I plop it down. Sometimes you may have to re-moisten that lollipop. Okay, now that I've got my glitter down, I am going to come back in and add a few sparkles with the script liner again. And this brush is perfect for those sparkles, but I wanted to wait until after I had put the glitter down before I came back in with the sparkles to see where I felt like I needed to fill in. Alright, that finishes up the design. So if you would like, comment, and subscribe, I appreciate you watching the video. Have a great day.